Another option is to use this tub and put the guys in and find a place for this tub to go somewhere. Just need to figure out a position for this guy. I think the tub would make more sense because I only got sponge filters, and and this tub is actually a lot more bigger space for the guys to swim around. And anyways, I'm not thinking of a planted setup, so it's going to be floater plants basically. I think instead of this would make a better solution. Still thinking. Hey guys, been a while. I'm going to do a major change to this tank. I've just noticed that the swordtails are quite big, and in fact too big for this tank, and they don't really blend well with the tetras or even the small guppies or the small platies. So I'm deciding to switch them to another tank. And here's the tank. So the game plan here is to set up quite a very simple setup with not much of maintenance. I don't think it's going to be a planted tank setup, and basically the concept here is to keep a very low maintenance tank just for these swordtails so they can swim around. And if they do breed, I'll probably take the babies out and then put them to this tank, because this one's got plants, and this will be the planted tank, and this will be the main tank for the swordtails. Another option is to use this tub and put the guys in and find a place for this tub to go somewhere. Just need to figure out a position for this guy. I think the tub would make more sense because I only got sponge filters, and and this tub is actually a lot more bigger space for the guys to swim around. And anyways, I'm not thinking of a planted setup, so it's going to be floater plants basically. I think instead of this would make a better solution. Still thinking. Alright, so I've decided to go with this tub for the swordtails. I think they will look quite nice from the top, especially considering that this is black, and if I use a black color substrate, their colors could come in really handy, and if I use the right lighting, they should be able to work. And it's got a much more bigger space for them to swim around, and I will be able to see from the top. And this tank, I can probably use it for something else. I think that's a good idea. Let's go with it. If it works, we keep it. If it doesn't work, then I'll probably change it. So we got the substrate here, just black small rocks, and then I also got some lava rocks. I think the lava rocks would be quite useful for this, also for my future project. So let's add them in. Alright, so here we go. You have got these tiny little crystals kind of thing. This is one. Yeah, now you all can see properly. So this is lava rocks. Right, quite interesting texture. These small stones, they're quite very small, I think 1 to 2 millimeters apart, but they give a nice texture. So it also has these white color crystals in between, so from the top this should add a nice contrast to the red color nature of swordtails. Rinse the stones. And then I'm going to take the moving media filter from this tank to this tank. So basically it helps on the cycling part, so within few days it should be ready to go. Let's try that. In addition to that, I also have got a sponge filter, which I'm not really using it. It's an old one I used to have in my previous tank, but since this is going to be from the above, I don't think this will be good for a tank like this, but it will be good for a tank like this. Alright, let's give this a shot. Filter is connected, and a sponge filter, some stones from the previous tank, and some plants, and yeah, that should be it. Alright, here's the setup. So yeah, that's the filter. So let me just switch on. I just installed the lights from the previous tanks as well. So there you go. So we got the sponge filter working. I think sponge filter is okay. Let's give some gap for that guy. I'm not sure about this fella. He is still working, but I really think this tank needs a little bit more aeration because the fishes are quite big, and until we get the basics sorted out, I think we need a little bit more aeration. Let me see what I can think about that. My solution, I have this is I have used this previously in my old tank. I think instead of just keeping this in my storeroom, I might also put a use here. And here's the result. Then I had a change of mind. I decided maybe to add a little bit more plants, because considering Swordtails are also Livebearers, I think it would be completely unfair for the fries for them to not have any places to hide. So maybe let me just try with a few plants. So I'm just going with pennywort and another plant called kabomba. I think I pronounced it correctly. I don't know, maybe wrong. But let me try with these two plants first. And I'm also going to try these two lucky bamboos. Let's see how it works out. Another faster way to cycle a tank is used filter media water from an already used tank. So here's the content from my existing sponge filter from my main tank. So I'm going to take this content and then pour it into this tub, and this will help increase the cycling speed. So that being said, I will end this video, and yes, you guessed it right, this is actually a yesterday's fish tub setup. The fish tub has also evolved, which I will keep you all posted on the new pipeline or the new story development. So till then, stay safe, stay tuned. Thanks for watching the video, guys. See you all next time.